Welcome back to Eagles coverage, where every fan gets the inside perspective on what makes this team tick. As they head into the playoffs, the Philadelphia Eagles are approaching their wild card matchup with more than just skill and strategy on their side. They have a remarkable advantage in health and preparation that could define the outcome of this critical game. While their opponents, the San Francisco 49ers, have battled a season riddled with injuries, the Eagles have managed to maintain a nearly complete roster, keeping their core players in top physical condition. The difference is stark when you examine the statistics. 21 of the 22 starters from opening day are ready to take the field. This consistency is rare in the league and speaks volumes about the disciplined approach of head coach Nick Sirianni and the Eagles' medical and training staff. Entering the postseason with such stability allows Philadelphia to play at a level many teams can only dream of, particularly against a team struggling to field a full-strength lineup. San Francisco's history with injuries is well known and has often shaped how other teams prepare to face them. Since Kyle Shanahan took over as head coach in 2017, the 49ers have repeatedly appeared near the top of league lists for games missed due to injuries, even in a season like 2023. When the team reached the Super Bowl and pushed the Kansas City Chiefs to overtime, injuries were an ongoing obstacle. This pattern has demanded resilience from Shanahan's squad, and despite it, they have shown remarkable performance, proving the organization's toughness and leadership. However, when a team is consistently forced to adapt to injuries, it inevitably changes the dynamics on the field. Philadelphia, in contrast, has built a model of durability and preparation, focusing on player health, workload management, and recovery techniques, creating a team that can peak at precisely the right moment in the postseason. The health advantage is not merely a statistic, it translates into on-field execution. Philadelphia's roster is structured to withstand the intensity of playoff football, with players who are rested, conditioned, and mentally prepared. The decision to rest starters during Week 18, though debated by some fans, was a calculated move to ensure players entered the playoffs at their highest potential, coming off a championship season with a shortened off-season. The Eagles needed to preserve their energy and focus. That preparation has paid dividends, as the team enters this matchup not only healthy but also with the flexibility to exploit the vulnerabilities presented by the 49ers' depleted roster. This strategic advantage allows Philadelphia to attack with both precision and depth, forcing mismatches that are difficult for the opposition to counter. In particular, San Francisco's linebacker situation exemplifies the challenges they face. Injuries have created openings in this key area, leading the team to make late additions, including signing a former Eagles linebacker. The unit now combines veterans, newcomers, and players with limited experience in specific coverage roles. This creates a situation where Philadelphia can capitalize on gaps, particularly in the middle of the field, where crossing routes and intermediate passing concepts are a staple of their offensive attack. Quarterback Jalen Hurts has excelled this season in reading these openings and converting them into high-efficiency plays, generating both yardage and scoring opportunities. The Eagles' ability to integrate timing, athleticism, and strategic route combinations creates an environment in which mismatches can become game-changing moments. The contrast in team philosophies adds another layer to this matchup. The 49ers rely on a highly physical, demanding approach to practice and conditioning, which, while building toughness, may contribute to wear and tear over time. In contrast, the Eagles have embraced a methodical and science-driven regimen, prioritizing balanced workloads, tailored recovery plans, and individualized nutrition strategies. This approach not only reduces the risk of injury, but ensures that players are consistently performing at their best on game day. This difference manifests as a level of performance and stability that the 49ers often struggle to maintain due to their injury history, providing Philadelphia with a tangible edge. Across all phases of play, the Eagles' offensive strategy is designed to exploit these weaknesses from multiple angles. The running game is well positioned to take advantage of gaps left by linebackers, who have struggled in tackling and positioning. Philadelphia's running backs, who combine speed, vision, and discipline, can read blocks and accelerate through openings, turning minor lapses into significant and yardage gains. Meanwhile, the passing game complements this approach. Devonta Smith and Dallas Goedert provide dynamic options to attack the middle of the field, stretching defensive coverages and creating opportunities for explosive plays. The balance between a potent aerial attack and an effective ground game forces San Francisco to defend multiple threats simultaneously, increasing the likelihood of mistakes and giving Philadelphia control of the tempo. Preparation extends beyond individual plays. It encompasses every detail of practice: intensity, rest, nutrition, and mental focus. The Eagles have designed their season to reach peak performance in the playoffs, ensuring starters are ready physically and mentally. This methodical planning creates confidence throughout the roster, enabling players to execute complex game plans decisively and trust their teammates in high-pressure moments. In contrast, the 49ers' last-minute roster adjustments and the integration of new players disrupt continuity, creating openings that a disciplined team like Philadelphia is poised to exploit. The Eagles' offensive line, for example, provides Hurts with protection and stability, allowing precise decision-making and execution against the defense missing key personnel. On the defensive side, Philadelphia can leverage mismatches caused by injuries to the 49ers' linebacker cores. Veteran corners and safeties can disguise coverages, force errors, and create turnovers, while the weakened opposition struggles to cover multiple threats at once. This adaptability is critical in playoff football, where the speed of adjustments and the ability to read the opponent in real time often decide outcomes. Even special teams, often overlooked, play a crucial role in establishing field position and generating momentum. Further amplifying Philadelphia's advantage, the combination of health, strategy, and preparation puts the Eagles in a position to dictate the flow of the game and capitalize on every opportunity presented by a roster with reduced depth and experience. As the matchup approaches, Philadelphia's plan is clear: maximize their own strengths while exploiting the weaknesses of their opponent. Hurts' dual threat capabilities, combined with Smith and Goddard's route running expertise, create a versatile attack that can adapt to in-game adjustments. The running game, supported by disciplined backs and a cohesive offensive line, adds unpredictability and depth. Every phase of the game is interlinked, with preparation and execution aligned to turn physical and strategic advantages into tangible results. The contrast in roster health, preparation, and methodology is striking, and it is shaping the narrative of this playoff encounter well before kickoff. The Eagles' edge does not end with their offense. Philadelphia's defense is built to take full advantage of the 49ers' weakened lineup, with key linebackers missing or recently added. San Francisco's defensive communication and alignment are likely to suffer. The Eagles can exploit these gaps with both zone and man coverage, creating opportunities for turnovers and negative plays. Defensive backs like Darius Slay and safety starters have the experience and awareness to anticipate routes and capitalize on hesitation or miscommunication by the opposing offense. This level of preparedness, combined with a roster in peak health, allows Philadelphia to maintain pressure on both the quarterback and the run game while staying flexible to adjust to in-game surprises. San Francisco's recent additions and injuries have forced them into a reactive mode. Players who have not had time to fully integrate into the defensive system must make split-second decisions. Against an Eagles team that thrives on reading and reacting to opponents, this imbalance can be exploited through quick passing concepts, crossing routes, and well-timed runs. Jalen Hurts, who has improved his decision-making and timing with every passing season, is perfectly positioned to exploit these gaps. By spreading the field and using multiple receiving options, Philadelphia can stress the Niners' coverage, forcing linebackers and safeties to make rapid decisions that often lead to missed assignments and big plays. The running game is equally critical in shaping the tempo of this matchup. Philadelphia's backs can leverage the over-pursuing tendencies and misalignment of San Francisco's defensive front to generate explosive gains. Miles Sanders and his supporting backs have demonstrated the ability to read blocks, accelerate through gaps, and break tackles by alternating between inside and outside runs. The Eagles prevent the 49ers from settling into predictable patterns, keeping the defense off balance and creating opportunities for both the passing and running game to flourish. This complementary approach ensures that the Niners cannot focus on a single aspect of Philadelphia's attack without risking exposure elsewhere. Philadelphia's offensive line plays a pivotal role in sustaining these strategies. With starters healthy and cohesive, the line gives Hurts the time and stability needed to read the defense, make adjustments, and execute complex route combinations. Lane Johnson and the rest of the unit are capable of handling both pass protection and run-blocking schemes at a high level, which amplifies the versatility of the Eagles' offense. This level of protection allows Hurts to attack intermediate and deep routes with confidence, knowing that his line can handle pass rushers and create lanes for running backs. Against a 49ers team already stretched by injuries and new personnel, the offensive line's reliability is a defining factor in the Eagles' ability to control the game. On the defensive side, Philadelphia's ability to disguise coverages and apply pressure will test San Francisco's cohesion. With a defensive line capable of disrupting both run and pass options, and linebackers who are disciplined and well-coordinated, the Eagles can exploit hesitation and miscommunication among the Niners' newly configured personnel. The secondary is adept at reading patterns and anticipating routes, allowing for interceptions, pass breakups, and the containment of key offensive threats. Every phase of the defense is interlinked, and the preparation put in during the regular season ensures that each player understands their role and can execute under pressure. This preparedness amplifies the Eagles' advantage, giving them multiple avenues to dictate the pace and flow of the game. Special teams are often overlooked, but can provide a critical edge in playoff matchups. Philadelphia's units are disciplined and capable of influencing field position through effective coverage and return strategy in a contest where depth is an issue for San Francisco. A well-timed punt return, kickoff, or crucial field goal can shift momentum and further increase the Eagles' control. These incremental advantages, while subtle, compound over the course of the game and can have outsized effects. In a high-stakes playoff scenario, Philadelphia's attention to detail in every aspect of preparation, from nutrition and rest to strategic game planning, ensures that these opportunities are maximized. The Eagles' preparation extends beyond physical readiness. Mental acuity and in-game adaptability are central to their philosophy. Players are trained to recognize tendencies, react quickly, and adjust strategies on the fly. This approach allows Philadelphia to exploit both predictable patterns and unexpected openings, turning even small defensive lapses into meaningful gains. The combination of mental sharpness, physical health, and strategic coaching creates an environment where each play is an opportunity to impose the Eagles while on the field. San Francisco's injury-compromised roster faces the challenge of keeping up with this level of discipline and adaptability, a task made more difficult by unfamiliar personnel and reduced chemistry. Jalen Hurts, as the quarterback, embodies the dual-threat philosophy that has made Philadelphia's offense so effective. His mobility keeps defenses honest, allowing him to extend plays and find open targets downfield or on crossing patterns. Receivers like Devonta Smith and tight ends like Dallas Goedert thrive in this system, exploiting misalignments and hesitations caused by the 49ers' depleted lineup. Smith's ability to gain separation and yards after the catch forces linebackers and safeties into difficult choices, while Goedert's reliable hands and intelligent route running create consistent threats in the middle of the field. The interplay between these offensive weapons, combined with Hurts' vision and timing, allows Philadelphia to attack every zone of the field effectively. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. The leaked photo from a closed training session landed like a thunderclap across the league, instantly igniting whispers that something deeper may be brewing inside the Eagles camp. At first glance, there was nothing dramatic in the frame. No player on the ground, no medical staff rushing in, no obvious sign of physical trouble, and yet the image has become the center of a growing storm, precisely because of what it seems to suggest rather than what it shows. Sources close to the organization insist that the shock was not about fitness or injury, but about posture, distance, and an unmistakable tension frozen in time. Veterans appeared isolated. Younger players clustered away from established leaders. Coaches stood apart, arms crossed, watching rather than engaging, in a league where body language is dissected as closely as playbooks. The photo felt like a snapshot of a locker room out of sync. Round the Eagles, speculation is spreading that the issue goes beyond a bad practice or a temporary disagreement. Some insiders hint at fractures over leadership roles. Others point to frustration with the direction of the team or the way responsibilities are being distributed. The silence from the organization has only fueled the narrative, allowing imaginations to fill in the gaps left by official calm. What makes the situation more intriguing is the timing. Expectations around the Eagles have been heavy, and pressure has a way of amplifying even minor cracks. A single image, leaked without context, has now become a symbol of a possible internal crisis, fair or not. It has raised questions about unity, trust, and whether everyone in the building is pulling in the same direction. For now, everything remains in the realm of rumor. Publicly, the Eagles project confidence and normalcy. Privately, however, the conversation has shifted. One photo has been enough to turn routine preparation into a storyline of unease, leaving fans and analysts wondering if this was just an awkward moment caught on camera, or the first visible sign of a deeper crisis waiting to surface. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.